Man, there's a lot of coffins up in here. Look at all the bones on the ground. I haven't had to use a health potion once. I should probably turn the difficulty up. That looks like a boss. Oh shit!
I can't wait to try out
Grim Dawn. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Let's Try Out video. I'm Protodead, and today I'm trying out Grim Dawn. Now, Grim Dawn is a hack and slash RPG. They call them an action RPG. So it's like a 2/4 view, like a top-down, to the side angle, 45-degree angle down or 35-degree angle down at the action. Like a lot of these games like Diablo, very popular, very famous. Torchlight. There's a few other ones, and I can't remember all what they are, but okay, so this is the start. We're gonna create a new character. I'm gonna go over here to the very bottom, to the right of this screen. You can click and drag and spin your character around. So I did a little test on this guy beforehand just to get my controls set up. So I'm gonna create a character, and we're gonna choose male or female, and we're gonna choose his name. We're gonna call him Chuck Up Chuck. That sounds funny. So veteran character significantly increases the challenge of the normal difficulty experienced in the ARPG players. Provides a 10% experience gain bonus. Not for the faint of heart. Veteran mode can be toggled on and off at the menu at any time. Hardcore, death is permanent. So that's all you got as far as character creation goes. So we're gonna create Chuck Up Chuck here, and we're gonna see what he looks like. So he's just got a shield, and it looks like our character selection is down here on the lower right hand side. We can delete a character if we want to, or we can switch between the two characters. And I like this background. Okay, so I'm running this at 2K at I don't know, maybe 100 frames a second. I got all the options jacked up to the max because I kind of figured I could do it. But I really like how this looks. It's like old West style, like. Well, I mean, I'm sure this is supposed to be like way back in the day or some shit, like medieval times. But it looks really good. I like the lighting and the dark. I like the game Gothic, even though the game Gothic itself is fucking old and shitty, and like, you know, compared to today's standards of graphics. I like that whole like dark fantasy, you know, skeletons in, you know, in the corner of the cave and all that sort of shit. So anyway, we're going to hit the start button and we're gonna see if this just ejects us into the game here. Yeah, this art looks fucking good. I really like it. So one thing I don't like about this game is there's no opening cinematic whatsoever. So you're just you're just thrust into the world. Like, this is the game. It just starts, and that may be fine for some people, but I played Diablo 3, and like Diablo 3's got like a 7-minute cutscene at the very beginning, and it sets the stage, and it introduces you, the new player, to the world and kind of what's going on, and it like kind of dazzles you with the cinematic. This game doesn't have that, not even a little bitty bit, and that kind of is like for me, it's kind of like a missed opportunity. But maybe these guys, from what I understand, this is an indie developed game. So this isn't like big studio. This is an indie game. So maybe they just couldn't do it. And I'll forgive them for that, but it's still something I gotta mention.
Breath, I see. You're one lucky bastard, I'll give you that. Best go speak to Captain Bourbon right away. He seems to have a plan for you now that we've spared your life.
Okay, so this guy's named Hangman Jarvis. And I like how it's like a close-up on his face here. And I don't remember if Diablo did this, but I do appreciate how like you've got like some text options.
You were possessed, so we strung you up. Seems the spirit fled your body before your life ran out. I'd have left you to hang, but the captain had other plans. He sees some purpose in you, and I'm not going to argue.
Where can I find the captain then?
He's, up the road, in the courtyard. Don't make me regret cutting you down.
I'll be on my way then. All the characters that you can talk to have a little icon over the head if you've never talked to them before. If they have something new to say, I think they have a green one. This guy's gray, so he doesn't really have anything new to say, but let's click on him again anyway.
What are you standing around here for? If you're not gonna make yourself useful, we may as well get another noose ready. No sense in keeping around another mouth to feed.
Who am
You
I?
slow or something? Captain Bourbon is up the road, by the stone bridge. Now move.
Alright. So this guy's a silent protagonist. He doesn't say anything. So you click on the responses and he'll respond in text only, but there won't be any vocal, stylings or anything like that. I do like the voiceover work. It's done pretty well. Oh. This bridge is connected to the Devil's Crossing of the Arkovian foothills in the northwest. It must be restored before you can cross it. It will take 6 scrap and 300 iron bits to repair. Not enough material. So this pile also has had an icon over it. Green icon means I'd never interacted with it before, or it had something new to offer. Hey, I like this cage here. It's like straight out of Willow. Like bad people were trapped up there and they were left just to die and rot. And this guy doesn't say anything. So this is a point and click game, so I can hold down the left click and steer my character around like this. I can't really move with a WASD. I don't think that there's a way to set that up, but this is kind of a point and click sort of game. I'll bet you if I set a game controller up, it would actually play a lot better than mouse and keyboard. I really need to get me a good controller. I got me a cheap one, but it kind of sucks. So left clicking on this training dummy and numbers pop up showing you like splashing how much damage you're doing to the thing, so that's cool. I don't mind numbers splashing off of things. I mean, I played Borderlands, Borderlands has got that shit going on. I like it. So let's see what this...
You're the one we almost hung. I didn't really see a sense in it, but then again, no one really cares what old Barnabas thinks. You really should go speak with the captain. He'll be the one deciding whether there's a place for you here at Devil's Crossing.
Alright. I guess I say take care and then we leave. Alternatively, if you talk to them and you don't want to hear what they got to say, you can always just hit the X button in the upper right hand corner of the menu button. So this guy can't talk to, he doesn't have an icon over his head. Whoa, that was a major fucking hitch. I don't know what that was about. That was like Frame Dip City. So this guy's got a question mark, so he must be a quest giver. And the icon, my little gauntlet changed to a bag on this guy, so this guy must be the merchant. Okay. So the inventory system is a grid block system like we see in most games like this. Most every game anymore has a grid block system, so he's got some guns for sale, like flintlocks, it looks like, so maybe this isn't quite medieval, maybe it's a little bit closer to, maybe the 18th century or some shit. So I'm talking to this guy. Oh look, it's the possessed one, he says, so this guy doesn't talk. Oh look, it's the possessed one. I'll tell you what, I've got something that needs doing, and I'll pay good to see it gets done. Not quite sure you've got what it takes, but come back with some blood on your boots and maybe I'll reconsider. Just try to make sure it's not your own blood. And then I say, alrighty then. Like Ace Ventura. Greetings, I am Lancel. I have traveled the world in search of one worthy of my collection. Are you such a one? I don't know what tired of these illusions mean, so I'm gonna click that. Understood. Looking this good can be quite the burden. Receive item, illusion be gone. Okay. I guess he's got an illusion or something? I don't know what's going on.
You're not looking too bad for someone just come back from the brink of death. You were taken, possessed by the same creatures that have been reanimating these zombies here. Normally I'd have burned you with the rest to be safe, but we've lost too many people to the dead. I need someone expendable. Someone with nothing to lose, but a lot to gain. Right now, you're that person. Prove your worth to me, and the survivors of Devil's Crossing may just welcome you.
Okay. What is it you want me to do?
The bodies of the dead are rising again in some horrible unlife. Corpses don't just get up and move around on their own. Something is reanimating our deceased with ethereal energy. We have observed the dead for some time, and they appear to be flooding Lower Crossing from the burial hill, just beyond town. I want you to go to the burial hill, find whatever is controlling these abominations, and destroy it.
Where can I find the burial hill?
You will need to fight your way through Lower Crossing. Once you've crossed the stream on the far side of town, there will be a beaten path leading up to Burial Hill. I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I'd be asking a lot of my people to welcome you with open arms too. Help us in our hour of need, and I will open Devil's Crossing to you.
I'll find what's reanimating the corpses. Okay. So I'm not going to talk to these guys. Ooh. Yeah, so this big ass purple thing right here is a portal that will connect you to another area on the map. Well, speaking of the maps, let me hit M. And this is the local map in the area, and it's got a fog of war that hasn't been revealed yet because I haven't physically been there. And if I click on the local map, it will switch to this is now displaying the world map. So you can click and drag, and it seems like the world map is pretty fucking big, but personally, it looks like it's just a thread, like it's one line, pretty much, that goes all the way around this lake. And I understand that game development and map making must be fucking tough, but it just seems kind of weird to me that it's like this linear path, and I'm sure these areas are quite big. I mean, I played through Diablo 3, and Diablo 3 I would say is quite big. I didn't play Diablo 2, so I got no fucking clue about that shit. And of course, this is supposed to be a spiritual successor to Diablo 2, and not Diablo 3, because a lot of fans didn't like Diablo 3 after playing Diablo 2, and for what reasons, I don't fucking understand, because I never played the motherfucker. I like Diablo 3 just fine, didn't have a problem with it. But yeah, this is like, it just seems very strange to me that it would be so linear when the game is maybe they don't advertise it as being an open world game. I mean, it's certainly open world. You can go anywhere you want, but only along the main road. You know, I found that to be kind of weird. And so we can go this way and start the mission. Oh, let me talk to this guy. Oh, you can't talk to him. So this looks very much like the opening of Diablo 3. So I remember there, like, up and to the right was the first enemies, and this is the same way. Look at that art. It's a fuckload of dead bodies just piled up on the bridge. I love that. So this is the lower crossing, and we got our first enemy here. And of course, I'm clicking and dragging the mouse over. I did a miss. And you can mouse wheel in, and you can kind of zoom in on the action. So it's like 3/4 angle or whatever. A little bit of ragdoll physics. We can zoom out a little bit further than where we were before, I think. Oh, we got some creatures fighting other creatures over here, so that's cool. So I'm going to sit here and bash these guys with my sword. Pretty sure I just got like a wooden club or something. Missed again, missed again. Not getting anything out of there. Oh, this guy dropped a tonic of mending. So he picked up a tonic of mending. The debris and shit, like the ramshackle, dilapidated sort of village area over here looks pretty fucking good. Oh, cool, I leveled up. So leveling, when you level up, you gain skill and attribute points that can be assigned by the character windows. So I'm going to click this little bubble down here. Let's talk about this HUD. So in the upper right, we got the mini-map, and we got our active quests on the right-hand side. And then at the very bottom, we have what looks to be our energy. It's called energy, but it's like magic. And then we got our life essence, or our health. And then this is an icon for loot filter. And I don't know what that means. Adjust the options for loot to be shown. Toggling show hide items could be used to hide drops during a busy encounter and display them once again when you're finished. I got some glowing skills, glowing character icons down here, and then quick slot bars. So these all are, this is our hotkeys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way through 0. So we can assign powers and shit, just like any other like MMO sort of game where you got a fuckload of powers. And we got left click and right click. So in my left click I got a weapon. So if I click on that, no, I was gonna say I could change it or something. And then we got a map window, a group window, achievements, and open options. But I'm gonna click this level up orb in the middle, and oh, we got to select a training class. Yes, this is something that is a little bit different than some of the other ARPGs that I've experienced before. This one, you select your character class or your character like discipline or whatever after you start the game and not before. So we have a soldier, which is trained to survive hellish conditions. Soldiers prefer close combat weaponry such as a sword and shield, but are formidable with firearms. Demolitionist is a pyrotechnic master of the Imperial Army. They are part engineer and part sorcerer. They engage enemies with guns, traps, and explosives because they like to fight from range. Occultist is craft heavily focuses on summoning and borrowed powers granted by the witch gods. Something. They use damage with poison, acid, and entropic energy, excelling with neither sword nor gun. They can use either to augment their offense. A Nightblade, clandestine warriors, martial weapons. Nightblades are not suited to go toe-to-toe with tougher enemies, but rely on illusion for quick, devastating attacks and fight from a distance with phantasmal blades. Okay, an Arcanist is... they warp ethereal and elemental energy to their will, creating devastating demonstrations of power to rival small armies. However, such a raw force leaves little in terms of defense. Okay, and then the shaman. Shamans are wielding terrible forces of nature against their foes. They call savage beasts to come to their aid. They excel in the use of brutal two-handed melee weapons, but it can easily adapt tools of war, other tools of war. Okay, so I don't know, man. Demolitionist sounds cool to me. I like guns, so I'll just... Oh, so it's just like that quick, huh? One click and you can't fucking undo it. Oh, maybe you can. Undo class selection. Up and to the right. So, soldier, occultist, Nightblade. Hey, the occultist is the same guy that's on like the box art or whatever, like advertising the game. Yeah, that guy looks cool. He looks like that Cabal from Mortal Kombat. So we'll click on that. We got 3 points available, and if I click on this once, it fills this bar, this lower bar, and it'll fill from left to right. And as we progress, as we put points into this bar, it will unlock stages, like these vertical columns of powers that we can then select from. You put these points into this bar to unlock more options, and then you put these points you have remaining into the powers specifically. So right now we've got 3 possible powers, but only 2 points to pick because I've only leveled up once. A deadly fire strike is a chemical technique that uses martial attacks to combust the air around the enemy. Uses your default weapon attack, fire strike. Okay, we'll do that. Do one of those. Stun jacks. Throw out an array of tiny electrical charged jacks that temporarily stop enemies in their tracks. So it's like a slow skill. It's like a slow spell. Flashbang. A blinding light temporarily confuses enemies and disrupts their ability to defend themselves. So I'll do that one too. So now we've got 0 points available, and I've done allocated everything. And I'm going to back up. I need to figure out, okay, character window. So here's the illusion be gone. Here's my tonic of mending power, or health up, and that's down here on my number 9 key. And this elixir of spirit is on the 0 key, but I don't have any of those. You can see very closely, you can see a 0 and a 1 here, each respectively, for those potions that I'm currently not carrying on me or carrying. So this is my character, and we can swap equipment out in my little backpack window here. So as we get loot, we'll swap these out and get some better armor and shit. I wish I could figure out how to allocate the goddamn skills window. Here's a skill. So if I click and drag it down here, no. How do I do it? How do I put my other skill on the thing? Q opens up a bigger window for our quests, apparently. Okay. E, no. F, no. C, this character. X, Z, tab, no. Shit. G is options. Motherfucker. Alright, let's go through this door. A little bit of a hitch there. So there's just some left click action and fuck those fuckers up. That's quite nice. Oh look, bug. I do appreciate the death animations and like the what they leave, the rag dolls and like the blood and stuff that they leave in the environment. Oh, hell yeah! I got a lot of loot from that dead guy. He was like a chest. Okay, nothing in this house. Food ration. It's time for me to change my weapon. So I got this magic two-handed axe. Well, I'd have to take that off and this off to put this in my two hands. We'll try that for a little while. I need to figure out how to get my skills on my skill window. Knock that guy back. Man, that's crazy. I think I just found a flintlock. Alright. So I'm supposed to cross the river. Oh, what's down here? This has got to be the way to go. Supposed to cross the river to get to the thing. What the fuck? Detonation site. Looks like this path has been blocked off by some rocks. You can clear it out with some heavy explosives. The old abandoned mines around Old Aldecovia is the likely place to find those. It will take 2 dynamite to clear this path. Not enough dynamite. Interesting. So that's cool. That's like it's like some Legend of Zelda shit. You gotta have a bomb to bust through the door, bust through the crack in the wall. And I'm pulling that reference out from fucking 1987. Alright. Man, he just turned into a fucking mist spray of blood. Oh, man. Yeah, so this two-handed weapon is serving me pretty good. Hey, there's some dismemberment. Head went off. Arm went off. Yeah, the point-and-click stuff isn't too bad, I guess. It'd be better. I mean, I really feel like I want to be using my WASD, but it don't do shit. There's a lot of stuff in that chest. I feel like I got a lot of stuff. I just got a book. From what I understand, I think you can read the books and it'll gain you a skill or something. Elixir of Spirit. Now I finally got one of those. I haven't ran out of magic yet. Or health. I haven't died, so that's good. What the fuck? I can't go up river here? So it's like an invisible wall? That sucks. I don't like that. I mean, I can understand I can't walk through this tree because there's an object there, but having an invisible wall in the river just ruins the immersion. I don't like that. That pisses me off. Wish there was a way to just lock on my enemy. What the fuck was that? Something was glowing on the ground. I don't even know what it was. I wish I could lock on the enemy and just stand still and whack him instead of my character running, dancing around all the fucking time. Okay. These little crustaceans are cool. Oh, I just leveled up. So let's see what we can do now. So I got 3 points available. We can go ahead and do some stun jacks. So since I selected stun jack, this path is now glowing green, and that means that I can now, once I get my progress bar to that point, I can then unlock them. But if I hadn't selected, like if I undo my point, I can't select this if I get the bar down here because this is a prerequisite. So that's cool. I'm just going to put 2 points in my main attack so I can be a little bit stronger. I'm going to go ahead and put this down here, and we're going to put the Void Touch Scrap Metal Flintlock of Rifle of Spines. That sounds great. Okay, so it's a two-handed weapon. We'll see if we can do some work with it. How do I assign skills? Oh, right-click on there. Okay. So, Fire Strike. Fire Strike is going to be my left click. If I hold shift down, my dude holds still. Oh, maybe this is what I was wanting earlier. And you have unlimited... Oh, you can shoot. You can even choose how far you shoot out. Maybe. Yeah, kind of, sort of. Depending on how the cursor comes up. This is what I was looking for earlier, is you can hold shift down instead of your dude running as soon as you click. And when you're like this, you're not shooting. So if I hold shift down, I can shoot. And it locks me in place. So we're going to do stun jacks for number 1, and we're going to do flashbang for number 2. So if I hit number 1 right now, he's going to throw out the jacks. That's pretty cool, and that's going to take my magic.
I can't do that yet.
Skill is not ready. Okay. So the skill itself has a cooldown. I know in Diablo so there's like a little clock timer on there. So I'm going to throw it out again. There's a little clock timer on there. It's got a refresh or a cooldown of like maybe 3 seconds. So Diablo does the same thing. I'm glad to hear this guy finally fucking talk and say something. And I know that it feels like in Diablo 3, the dude talked. Oh shit!
That skill's not ready.
Oh wow, I killed him. Okay, you got to click on the names to pick up all the loot. Let's see what we got. I'm gonna hit C. We got a Mystic Patchwork Jacket of Corrosion, and I can't select it yet because my physique is not high enough. It says required physique 64. And I got some scrap, and I got a glowing poison bloody arm of Valor. So I'm going to take this helmet and bring it down here, and I'm going to put this helmet on because I think it's better. I don't know. It's glowing yellow. It's got to be better in some way. I'm not going to spend a lot of fucking time figuring it out. So, is there any way... There's not any way to scrap items, I don't think. Right-click to read. Okay. Harbor Master's Log. Autumn fogs are appearing early this year, but traffic remains unusually high. There is a steady flow of small craft coming down from the Malmouth and other townships to the northeast. Some of these boats barely float, burdened with what looks like people's every possession. These travelers, sometimes entire families, bring with them strange tales of wars and the unnatural. Bunches hogwash riling up the soft townsfolk. Can't complain, though. Keeps the dock busy. Most are westbound, trying to get as far away as they can. The lads at the docks are starting to lose their nerve. Some have talked about setting out west themselves, but I've assured that this is all nonsense and will pass. Youth are easily caught up in the energy of the moment. Okay, so that was cool. My inventory is kind of filling up here. I might need to do some reorganization. So we have an auto sort button. You sure you want auto sort? Yeah. So it'll kind of pack them in together as best as it can, which is convenient. I'm going to red X that and get rid of that window. Oh yeah, speaking of windows, let me hit this. Here's something that I noticed that I did not like, is I can't resize this window or redecorate the window on my screen. Man, I fucked those fuckers up. Can't pick any mushrooms. So we've got a few windows that pop up around. Like my character window is right in the middle of the screen, which may be really nice for some people, but maybe I want to see my character because maybe I can still move around while this window's up, so I'm not frozen. It's hard for me to do anything because I can't see what I'm doing, but I can hold shift down and shoot, and I still have this window up. It would be really fucking handy if I absolutely needed this window to be up, but I still needed to play the goddamn game, because I can. It's letting me. It doesn't freeze all the action and pause everything for me when I have this window up. So it would have pleased me very much if I could drag this window down and resize this maybe just a little bit to make it smaller, because I don't need all this empty space here. And then if I absolutely need to have this window up, it's down here, and then I could drag this one over here to the left and maybe resize it just a little bit smaller, you know, or the like. Not having expandable, resizable, maneuverable windows that pop up and can be hidden and, you know, whatever, and stay on the screen while I play the game. For me, that just is a waste. That's like an absolute missed the mark on that one. It's not a big deal, but at the same time, it's like a quality of life improvement that would have been fucking fantastic. I think I remember playing Morrowind, and I was able to get my windows adjusted just so, like the way I really liked it, and that was fucking, what, 2000? The year 2000? 2003, maybe? I don't know. When did Morrowind come out? I got no clue. But Morrowind was fantastic. Spent a lot of time on that. What's this glowing green orb shit down here? Oh, a journal of Inquisitor Creed. Another journal of Inquisitor Creed. I don't know if I want to read those just yet. I'd really like to get to the end of this mission. So I can't go this way, obviously. So it's got to be another way I gotta go. What did that dude say? He said I had to go across the river. Did I already go in here? I might have already went in there. I've zoomed out as far as I can. Oh, shit. I just remembered. There is, like... there is a way to spin this. How do you spin it? Yeah. So your period and your comma keys will spin the whole world. So like if the angle that you start in doesn't work for you, like you find that it's sucking and you don't like it, you can spin it and you can rearrange it the way you want it. So that is like fucking fantastic. I don't know if Diablo 3 had this feature and I didn't know it and I missed it. But let me tell you, this right here, every action RPG should have this ability to spin around, because there's things that you miss. There's things that you just never see. Like I would have never seen this sign. Malmouth Ferry. So right now, like earlier when we read this letter, it says Malmouth in here. But I didn't know that this township that I was in was called Malmouth until just now when I read that sign. And I wouldn't have read it had I not turned the damn camera orientation around. So I think that's a big thumbs up for this game. Grim Dawn. I already go through here? I think I already went through here. That being said, it's probably easy to get turned around. Let me hit the map. Destination site's over here. Okay, so maybe I can get there from this way. I can't put a marker down. Or maybe I get to it from over here. Maybe I gotta come up this way. It looks like it, and I don't think I can get through over that way. So I need to hucka this way. No, this way. Oh yeah, this will make it easier. Hey, this is like playing Doom 2 with the mini-map thing on. Or Strife. Yeah, let's go this way. So I'm gonna hit the M key again, get rid of that. This is like a little bog area. I've reached the end of the bog area. Now I gotta go down. Okay. No, I don't gotta go down. Uh-oh. Did I just lie to myself? Yeah, that didn't go any fucking where. How do I get over there? It seems to me that the playable area is clearly marked. Like, in the highlighted area. Maybe I need to go further up this way. Alright. So we'll explore over here for a little bit. Just go closer. Oh shit. I'm hitting the wrong buttons. Food ration. Really haven't lost any health. I've been really mopping the floor with these motherfuckers. Oh, here's a there's a teleporter that'll teleport me back to town so I can offload everything. Let me go ahead and just do that. So this is where we're at currently, and this is where we're gonna go. And this is that portal. Oh, let me reset the orientation back to a little bit normal what it was when it began. Okay, so I'm gonna click on cell. Where is this cell? Or maybe I just click on my item. No, right click the cell. Kind of liking the gun, so I'm gonna go ahead and this one's green, so this has got to be better. I'll go ahead and keep it. I have 2 points available to increase my attributes. I'm gonna go ahead and increase my physique and my cunning. I don't know what cunning governs, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and sell this little pistol thing. Scrap metal grips. Sell those gloves, and I'm gonna equip that. So now I got metal, and you can see it on my character, it changes, so that's a bonus. I'm gonna go ahead and sell this one and that one. I'm not gonna be able to put this on for quite some time. No, I take that back because I got 62. I'm gonna hit buy back, and I'm gonna buy back that jacket because I'm gonna switch into that as soon as I can increase my physique one more time. And I'm going to sell both of those, even though those were good to me. I'm going to auto sort to compact that a little bit.
Put it to good use.
Put it to good use. And then we're going to teleport back up. I can create a teleporter, a portal, any old time I want to as well. I forget what button it is, L. Hit L, and boom, that's a personal rift gate. So it's one... if you're playing co-op, your co-op buddies can see this too, and they can use it, but this is like if you're in between this major portal on the map. Like if I were to play and the next major portal is right here. Oh, it even shows you that's what that is. Okay. And you have to get there to unlock it. But if you wanted to do halfway, you can plot down your own little personal one in between and go back and sell some of your shit or turn in a quest or something. So that's plenty cool. Leveled up again, hell yeah. I'm gonna throw out this blinder deal. Yeah man, I'm fucking these fuckers up. I should probably turn the difficulty up. I'm just wrecking shit. Here's a crystal thing. Apparently the crystal shards is like some sort of currency, I think. I'm probably wrong about that.
Can't do that yet.
One of the advertisements for this game is you can dual class. So dual classing apparently is like supposed to be much more customization, because then you can unlock different skills and stuff for that other second class. But we're not quite there yet. We're not gonna be able to experience that today. But oh, I don't know how much further it is to go before we get to the boss. But I have seen quite a bit of this game so far. I feel in the beginning here for this Let's Try Out to make an assessment. I really think that this game is a lot of fun, and I think it's plenty fucking cool. Even though me personally, I'm not a huge fan of the point and click sort of shit. I played Diablo 3 on the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4. Hey, there's a chest. That's some more loot. Let's check that out. See, 1 point available to physique. Boom. So now I can. Okay, if I right click it, it swaps it out real quick. Hey, it's a cool hat. That helmet's not worth it. Oh, these little emeralds and shit, they'll fit on some of your weapons and items, I guess. I don't know. I don't remember how to do that. I think I did it whenever I did my first little test playthrough. But I want to say that these ethereal crystal areas, they continue to respawn enemies until you kill the crystal and blow it up. Oh, here's a cave. Is this where I'm supposed to go? Oh yeah, this is the guy said cave, yeah. Man, there's a lot of coffins up in here. Look at all the bones on the ground. I haven't had to use a health potion once. I should probably turn the difficulty up. That looks like a boss. Oh shit.
I can't do that.
One thing on the guy, like, he doesn't speak nearly as much as they seem to do on Diablo, and that could be because I'm just not running out of magic and stuff, but it seems like those guys had more to say more often. Another thing, I'm feeling a little trapped here. Another thing is that since this game, you choose your class after you start the game, this little whole menu down here, this heads-up display for your whole character information, it doesn't change, so it's exactly the same. And that's one of the gripes that I discovered that I had when I was playing, did my little test run, was that Diablo 3 had a different setup for every character class. So if you played as the shaman or whatever, the witch doctor, this whole thing was built different. It's like it had a completely different art style. Your health was maybe a giant orb over here, and then all the flourish around it was a different style, and then it was arranged different. I mean, it's easily understandable what it's supposed to be, but if you had a special ability, if you had like 2 special abilities, then there would be, instead of one magic bar down here like this has got, it would be an orb that would be split in half. And as you use those 2 different magics, disciplines or whatever, they would deplete independently of each other, and you would see it begin to fill back up as you drank potions or whatever. And since this is all, it's exactly the same, every character you play as, this heads-up display down here is going to be exactly the same. you know, which isn't a deal breaker or anything. It's just a little gripe. I understand that this is supposed to be an indie developed game, and they probably couldn't do all that extra flourish and shit, but that's just something that I do miss from Diablo 3. Those little details that made everything feel a little bit fresher. I'm gonna grab this Gladius before I fucking miss out on it. Hell yeah, I'm fucking this fucker up. No, he's dead. Oh, wow. Okay. So, that was the boss, and I killed him, and he drops an orb, like a medallion or something, and then you kill that thing, you blast it, and you can pick up all the loot from it that way. Now, I do wish the character talked a little bit more often, and it would be cooler if the character was voiced and you could pick the voice. Like, just maybe 3 different vocal stylings for male and 3 different vocal stylings for female, and just call it a day. But, again, I understand that they were probably focusing on other features to develop and stuff. I think we went through this whole cave. I'm going to come out this end. This is a different part of the cave, I'm sure. Oh no, it's not a different part of the cave. It leads me back to the outside in a different location. Which is fine and dandy. So we're going to hit skills. I've got 6 points available. I'm going to level up my caltrops or stun jacks. I'm going to level up my flashbang, and then I'm going to put a couple of points down here. It didn't quite get me to 5. Fuck. Let me undo the points. Get to 5 and see what this is. Quick jacks. They lose the stopping power of stun jacks, but can be thrown in rapid succession to spread devastating electrical damage among foes. And Blackwater Cocktail. Blackwater cocktails were concocted when more conventional explosives ran low. These improvised fire bombs leave self-fueled blaze upon impact and are particularly effective against tightly packed enemies. So, a Molotov cocktail. Yeah, let's do that. Flame touch, crossing over as many demolitionists often do dabble into the sorcerous arts of pyromancy. So I'm going to go ahead and unlock that too, and then we can assign those down here. I'm going to do Blackwater Cocktail on 3, and we're going to do Flame Touched on 4, and Pet Attack? I've got a pet? 5. I ain't got no fucking pet. Okay, those guys look dangerous. I'm gonna... Oh, you can aggro one of them and pull. Oh, wow. He just fucking exploded in a gory mess of giblets. So I'm gonna hit the L button, and I'm gonna open up my personal rift, and I'm gonna bounce back to the Devil's Crossing, and we're gonna finish up this mission. So this guy's got a question mark.
Attacks have slowed and their numbers are thinning. I take that as a sign that you've dealt with the source?
I have killed the
The
reanimator.
creature was doing this? Disturbing. Thanks to your efforts, we may yet hold out here a little longer. I've sent word to the gate guard. Speak to him and he should let you in. Take some well-deserved time to rest and recover. Welcome to Devil's Crossing.
Thank you.
I need some time to plan our strategy. In the meantime, there are others around Devil's Crossing who could use your help. Take a moment to mingle with your fellow survivors. Kasparov, our resident scientist, is really eager to speak with you. He babbled some nonsense, but I believe he wants to talk about your connection with the Ethereals. Barnabas, our handyman, said he needed help with our water pump. When you're done assisting them, speak with me in my office inside the prison.
Okay, I'll speak to them. Cool. So I got 300 iron, and we got some reputation up for this this community. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, man, I'm going to be spending a little bit more time with this game because I think it's plenty good, and I don't know how many people we got co-op. We're going to read that in the words of the developer segment we're going to transition to here. I appreciate you sticking with me this far. This has been Protodead, and I appreciate the opportunity to showcase another video game that's new to me to you guys. And then if you have any comments, you can leave them down below and tell me what you think. But I'm going to read the words of the developer and how they advertise their game, and we're going to find out if the developers are trying to sell us a load of bullshit, or if it's worth it, if the game is worth it. So without much further ado, as you may or may not know, a Let's Try Out video is a part Let's Play. That means there's going to be some commentary in here. A part tutorial, you learn as I learn. A part first impressions, because most of these games I've never played before, and you're going to get to hear my thoughts as they kind of roll off my head in the moment. It's also kind of a part review, because I kind of I try to reiterate my thoughts at the end of the video and try to reconstruct a semblance of some sort of assessment, but by no means a thorough review. But of course, a mixed bag like this doesn't do any of those things very well. And all this in 45 minutes or less if I can. I try to make it as short as possible, but at the same time try to give you a realistic experience of what the first 30 minutes or so of a video game really is. That way you're better equipped to make the decision as to whether this game is the right fit for you and if you want to spend your hard-earned money on it. At the end, I do a Let's Read the Words of the Developer segment where we go back and read what the developer advertises for their game, and then we try to assess whether they're feeding us a load of bullshit or if it's totally spot on point with the way they advertise their video game product. So, Grim Dawn. Enter an apocalyptic fantasy world where humanity is on the brink of extinction. Iron is valued above gold, and trust is hard-earned. The ARPG. This action, role-playing game features complex character development, hundreds of unique items, crafting, and quests with choice and consequence. So far, all the reviews on Steam, that's almost 54,000 reviews, is very positive. It was released in 2016, developed and published by Crate Entertainment. This is a dark fantasy action RPG hack and slash Diablo clone. Metacritic is scoring this at 83 out of 100. Currently, Grim Dawn is $25 on Steam. Personally, I think $25 is a little too high for this game, but if you're really into action RPGs, you're sick of playing Diablo, and you want to play something like it, and that's your bag, then I would say give this one a shot. People say this is the spiritual successor to Diablo 2. A lot of people didn't like Diablo 3 after playing a shitload of Diablo 2. I don't know why. I never fucking played Diablo 2. I played Diablo 3 and I thought it was just fine. Some of the key features is dual classing. Combine any of the 6 distinct classes, over 25 skills, modifiers per class. Base classes include Soldier, Demolitionist, Occult, Nightblade, Arcanist, and Shaman. Hundreds of items, skills. Augment your class build with a diverse array of over 250 unique skills granted by items and equipment add-ons. Collect hundreds of items. Quests with choice and consequence. You'll face tough decisions that leave significant impacts on the world. Strangers on the road, desperate families, and entire villages may live or perish based on your actions. Currently over 35 quests plus 75 lore notes to be collected. Friendly and enemy factions. Earn favor with human factions to unlock additional quest lines, vendor discounts, or special faction-based items and augments. Some neutral factions can be turned into allies, but aiding one will make an enemy of another. Hey, that's pretty cool. Devotion. An additional layer of skill customization which allows you to acquire bonuses and powerful secondary effects for your class skills. These are unlocked from a giant constellation map with points acquired by finding and restoring destroyed or corrupted shrines. Rebuild the world. Help human enclaves survive and flourish by securing vital necessities. 4-person multiplayer. Connect with friends and make new allies in glorious multiplayer. So you can do 4 of them. So me and then 3 other friends. Multiplayer encounters will put your teamwork to the ultimate challenge. Fast-paced visceral combat, enemy blood splatters, ragdoll physics, and satisfying enemy death effects. Smash doors and fight house to house, leaving a path of demolished furniture in your wake. Rotatable camera. If you choose to survey the full beauty of the world and always fight from the most optimal angle by spinning the thing around with the comma and the period. Secrets and perils abound. 200 plus enemy heroes and bosses hand configured with their own unique arrays of deadly skills. 20 plus secret areas hidden behind crumbling walls, hidden gaps, and mysterious locked doors. Roguelike dungeons descend into special locked challenge dungeons which require a rare crafted key, where enemy levels increase as you progress and the player teleport is disabled. Dynamic weather. The world is brought to life with region-specific climates and a variety of weather effects. A sunny day can cloud over and a mild rain showers that builds into a booming thunderstorm. Recipe-based crafting. Collect over 250 crafting recipes that allow you to combine salvaged components into unique crafted items, and then later use those basic crafted items with higher tier recipes to complete items of amazing power. Reclaim skill points. The ability to pay to reclaim skill points alleviates the fear and the frustration of having to make an early, uninformed skill choices that could permanently gimp a character. So that's pretty fucking cool, because I know that on some games you can't respec. You can't re-dish out all your points. Like once you commit to the point, boom, it's done. Or there's some games where the cost of respecking is like astronomical, like it costs a whole lot of gold, or it costs a whole lot of something else to get the potion of resetting or the whatever. But I appreciate that this game even has the feature in there, so that makes it easier for you to go forward. Yeah, so I just read through all the key features on this game, which was a lot. I think the game is great. I think it's really, really good. I do have some bitches and gripes about it, but I'm positive that those gripes are minor. It's not that big of a deal. For an action RPG, if you're itching for another one, this is definitely a good choice. The $25 though, I think is a little bit much. I think that's a little bit too much for this game. I would get it on sale, if you can find it on sale. But Grim Dawn, I think it's a big thumbs up for me, man. So I've been Protodead. I'll catch you on the flip-flop.
Come, little human. I'll make this quick.
Alright, thanks for stopping by and watching another video. Appreciate you making it all the way to the end. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for future content. Leave a like if you liked it, dislike if you disliked it. Leave a comment down below expressing any other feelings that you might have. I have been Protodead, and I will see you in the future.